morning everybody, my name is Moira and you are watching my channel Coach to Freedom, and today I thought for my official first video, channel intro doesn't really count, I would do a random 25 things about me so you can get to know a little bit more about me. And they are random, so they're in no particular order. They're just 25 things that I was brainstorming that I thought people might need to know that about me. Alright, so let's go. I am 37 and my birthday is in May, so this year I'm turning 38, and I am a Taurus, and literally I am quite stubborn. I was born in Sydney. I moved to Melbourne when I was 21 because I found a boy, it's always for a boy, and have not looked back since. I am half Maori and half Irish. My mum is Maori and my dad is an Irishman, and his background is the Spanish Irish. So most of the girls in our family are dark hair, and my dad was also, when he was younger, was also dark, so we tan really easily, so that's quite an advantage. I am an only child, well, kind of. My parents were married previously, and in their first marriages, both of them had 4 girls and a boy each, so I actually have 8 half sisters and 2 half brothers. I used to be an Irish dancer. I started when I was 4 years old and finished when I was 16. I was in year 11 at the time, and my parents thought it would be more important for me to focus on my schooling rather than stress about Irish dance comps and traveling all over the place to compete. So I finished when I was halfway through year 11. I was also a swimmer. When I was in primary school, I realized that I could swim really well, so I joined my primary school's swim squad, and then when I went to high school I also tried out and made the swim squad. I actually gave up swimming because I was bullied. The captain and co-captain of the swim squad just thought that they didn't like me, so I decided to give up. One of my bucket list items is to play guitar. Michael bought me this guitar 2 Christmases ago. Yeah, 2 Christmases ago, that's really bad. And I haven't found the time, that's an excuse, to take lessons or to jump on YouTube and teach myself. So but that's definitely one of my bucket list items. My mum used to play guitar and she was self-taught, so I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I am a Holden fan and drive a Holden, and the 2 cars that I've had in my whole life have only ever been Holdens. I am a V8 supercars fan, so here in Australia we have a car racing category called V8 supercars, or now it's called just supercars. And so obviously I go for Holden. It used to be a huge rivalry between Ford and Holden, and I definitely veer on the side of Holden. I don't want kids. My kid is our dog. Her name is Minx and she is a black Labrador and the ruler of our house. She is 13, turns 14 this year in September. So we really look after her because she's getting on in age, but she is our baby. I have been with my partner Michael for 18 years. I am scared, terrified, no, just scared of moths. You can just ask Michael. If people say whenever there is a moth in the house, Michael has I don't know what you call them, like the little fish nets that you use to get your fish out of a fish bowl, pond, whatever you got. He uses that to catch the moth for me and take it outside. Before I started keto, Mexican was my absolute favorite food. I have done some tweaks to it to try with keto, but definitely Mexican is my favorite food. Cheesecake is my favorite dessert, and to be more specific, baked New York cheesecake is my absolute fave. I don't know how I'm going to go without that. I can't speak another language. English is my only language, but on my bucket list along with learning guitar is to learn Spanish. I have 2 tattoos. One on my wrist, and it's a shamrock, and it says Creed, which is Irish for believe. And then I have a paw print just on my left shoulder blade, and it's got minks underneath it. There's another 2 tattoos that I really want to get. A Trinity symbol on my right inside ankle, and then a Mary symbol, I'm just not sure which one yet, and on somewhere near my wrist. I love theme parks. Growing up, my parents would take me to all theme parks around the world. I was so fortunate. When growing up in Sydney, we had Australia's Wonderland, and it was my ultimate favorite theme park as a kid. My parents took me to the US so I could go to Disneyland and Universal Studios and Knott's Berry Farm. And Knott's Berry Farm is probably, just from childhood memories, my favorite theme park. I don't know if that'll be the same now when I go back as an adult, but yeah, theme park junkie all the way. My favorite ever TV show is Sex and the City. I'm sure a lot of ladies are the same. And I don't know if this was spurred on by being a fan of Sex and the City, but I have close to, maybe I've got over 400 pairs of shoes. I am an area manager in ladies fashion and have 25 stores that I look after across 3 states. So I have half of Victoria, Tasmania and Western Australia. I've been with my current company for almost 5 years. It will be 5 years this August. I am an eternal optimist. I always believe that everything's going to work out, and I always look on the positive side, and that's how I like to live my life. So guys, that's it. I hope you have learned something, found some of these things a bit interesting, weird, I'm not too sure, but I just thought for my first video I would do just a random facts about me. So I am now going off to work, so I will see you in my next video. Bye.